Alright, we're on hole number 5 of the Gridiron tournament in the rookie division. Let's check out hole number 5, see what we got going on here. See if we're going to take a straight up shot. Okay, so this is another hole we're practicing. There's two ways to come at this hole. If you're coming down here, you can do this with a quarterback and a katana. A Kingmaker is going to be your next ball if a katana is not giving you enough power. The Titan doesn't have. In here, the curl is going to be, the side spin is going to be more important than the power. And so your goal would be to try and wrap around these trees and end up in this area. And you're going to have to bring the biggest wood that you have in your bag, whatever it happens to be. Big Dog, Cataclysm, whatever it happens to be for the second shot. We're going to try a max overpower shot, trying to get out into this area out here. And we're going to bring a 4 power ball. So let's see what 4 power balls we have that we have enough of that we can practice with here, that will meet our needs. And I'm thinking that firework ball right there might just do the trick. And we have some of them. And we're going to take, for our second bag here, I'm going to take a sniper. I have confidence even if I end up, I'm either going to end up in the rough or I'm going to end up in my Saturn range. Alright, I think that's what we need. Now, I'm not sure that the 4 power ball, I think the 4 power ball is going to be enough to get us out into the fairway over on the other side. A lot of times the 3 power ball is not quite enough to get you out there. But even if you don't make it, if you're out in this area out here, you can make that with your rough iron if you've got a Nirvana. I don't like where that flagpole was at. And that's exactly what we're trying to do right there. End up right in that spot. If we go too much farther, and we're right there on the cusp of how far we've gone right now, where it's going to be we want to be open to this chute so that we can try and approach the hole through this chute. If we get too much farther out here where we're dealing with those trees, we are in a, we better make sure we bring nothing but backspin clubs. Our opponent did something very similar. Let's see if they just end up in the front. So if you're in the rough right there and you have a Nirvana, you can make it from that point. So when you're going for that layup shot that's up there, either you have to decide, are you really trying to lay it up or are you going for it? Because it's better if you're going for it and you end up long, that's okay. But if you end up too short out there, that could be a problem. So there's 3-8. That would be what Eagle looks like. Nice and easy. If our opponent brought a Nirvana right here, and they did, they will be able to get on right there. So you can see the Nirvana at max power, so we're about 6 miles per hour is what he's pulling it right there in order to get it. So you have a 3.5 mile per hour wind. So if you let the wind do half the work and you do the other half, with a bunch of right-hand side spin, you can get that ball on. And he hit it perfect. He should be good. Very nice. Very nice. I'm going to miss that on purpose. I'm going to make him work for his birdie. Get in the hole. I think my tablet's running out of juice here. There we go. Let's see if he can get in the hole. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so that was hole number 5. And let's go back and look at that hole. You can see from what our opponent did and what we did, this hole right here, this hole is going to ruin a lot of people's tournaments. So if your goal is to lay up down here, then don't get in this rough. If you're going to end up in this rough, it's better to be farther in the rough. You know, the farther you are, the better. So if you can get halfway into it, then you've got a pretty decent shot with your Nirvana to get in. Normally, if you're coming here with a 3-power ball and you're trying the shot, you're going to end up, you know, pretty far up there in the rough if you don't make the fairway. So it's a pretty easy shot. That's the problem with doing the layup shot down here at the bottom, is that there's too many places to epic fail. If you epic fail around the corner, you're done. You epic fail on this rough patch here in the middle of the fairway, you're done. You clip it up here and you end up really short, you're done. You have to get up high, or you have to end up in this rough in order to have any second shot to get to the green. So if you're going to do the layup shot, you want to be somewhere, you know, in the fairway. You want to be somewhere above this line. And if you're going to be in the rough,